So, picking up from where we left off, our group of adventurers have been for over a week now searching for the dwarves that went missing in these caverns and passages in search of jewels and maybe something more. You have found some of them, but of those that you have found, all of them have perished. In
No, don't we? Oh,
doubling
no.
back to the stone tunnels you found on your first trek, you took a branching path that brought you to a very deep chasm. You faced off against spiders and were thrown off the cavern many times, almost to your deaths. But you made it to the bottom, fleeing for your lives, finding a cave that they did not dare tread into. There was water and darkness in this cave. A pool of water had accumulated in this chamber, and in this moment you heard a voice calling for you to not come any further. And as good adventurers do, you did not hesitate to continue going further. Until your minds were racked with pain and anguish, and then eventually invaded. You came to understand that the creature now wanted something from you. In offer of an exchange of safe passage, it would allow you to leave if you would come back with the brain, or mostly the head, of the Drider that was in command of the spiders in these caverns. You were able to do just that. You found a passage that led to her thanks to the imprint it gave you. You surprised her in her chambers and did come close to taking some rather dangerous falls, but you were successful. You saved one dwarf as she cut the throat of the last one, as you were unable to protect him, and fled out of the spider tunnels, back down the cavern, to the bottom of this chasm, of which you then found your protector. And that is where we left off. At the bottom of this chasm, with a bloodied head of a drow Drider, her head just dripping with blood in tow. The dwarf you saved, and you are now at the foot of a pool of water in this cavern, where there's nothing but the sounds of trickling wetness and darkness. And eventually, you hear a familiar sound in all of your minds. Good.
My lord, we found it.
You hear nothing in response. Those of you with dark vision still can't seem to find the location of this creature in this very small chamber. Until descending slowly from the corner of this room, floating above the water, you see something alien to your minds. You see a hairless, tentacle-mouthed, humanoid creature with light gray, if not purple skin, tall and lengthy, with tattered robes covering it, as it glides halfway to the end, to the midpoint in this chamber towards all of you.
I do an Arcana check on it. Wait, am I even proficient in Arcana? Hold on. Let me see. Nope, I cannot because I'm not proficient.
Anyone have history?
I got history. I can try that.
History can work.
Yeah.
Can I do a religion?
You can try with religion.
21.
Sure.
For Kavir and Mekamaru, historically, you've not heard of such an alien-like creature. It doesn't make too much sense, and you have fought monsters before, but this has a sentience to it. Prophet, there have been tomes of creatures that live now beneath the earth that have the features that you are putting together. This ability to psychically talk to you. This desire to consume the brains of others. However, the name of whatever this creature is slightly eludes you.
Ooh, excuse me.
In some cultures, they are called mind flayers.
Okay.
So, quick question. Based on just what I know about these, would I know that it's a good idea to give it its brain or a bad idea to give it its brain? Which would I've...
You would just assume that this is its main source of food. Why they consume brains isn't something you know. The creature floating at the mid-chamber says in all of your minds, give.
I take the head out my satchel or my bag of holding, and I give it to this creature.
The tendrils at its mouth, this squid-like face, rise back and forth as it looks about at all of you. It slowly drifts forward, cautiously, sternly watching everyone's movements. It puts its two tenderly long hands out from its robes and reaches towards you for the head. And they overwhelm the puniness of her brain, her head in comparison to its hands. And then it tugs it very gently towards it and starts to float back to the center of this chamber. In a moment, it looks at all of you and then takes a look at the head and, turning away from you, puts its head close to the head of the Drider. You hear sounds that are very uncomfortable and unsettling as it, for all intents and purposes, sucks the brain out of the skull.
I like the way somebody will be eating noodles.
Very much.
They're just as messy.
Mm-hmm.
The blood drips into the pool beneath, and eventually the mind flayer is filled with ecstasy. He stretches his body. If he had hairs, they would be standing up at the back of the neck, as it showcases finally how large it is in comparison. Not a large beast, still humanoid and medium size. It's very tall and lengthy. It breathes and exhales. Yes. It looks to all of you now with a new sense of awareness. It has been a long time since I've tasted a mind.
Well, why don't? Well, if it's been that long, why don't you just like leave the cave then? Or, I mean, there's
Well,
lots of things in here. Why don't you just kill one of them yourself?
I mean, oh, okay, you didn't know. There are a lot of bones outside this cave.
Okay. Never mind.
The denizens of these caverns are deep with unsentient dangers. Horrors, spiders. The Drider commanded legions to stand watch. I have been here for a long time, waiting for my chance to escape.
Oh God,
I don't think it's a good
guys,
idea for him
yeah,
to.
we done effed up big time.
I think we've screwed up here, everyone.
Oh,
The dwarf that is still weak, malnourished, and with you all. We best not linger here longer for him to regain any more of his senses.
Yeah, let's get up on it. Sir?
Wait. And he lingers and floats closer to all of you with open hands. I have promised you safe passage, and I will keep to my word. Where do you wish to go?
Out of this cave. We want to get back to the opening of this cave, back to just back to the opening of this cave.
Or if he's implying that he can like take us anywhere else, we can go back to where.
Just out of this cave would be fine.
So you
Nekamaru,
want
shut up! Don't give him specifics.
okay.
If that is what you
Hold on.
wish.
Pause. Can we just pause for a second? Listen here, Nekamaru. I don't want to tell him to take us to Landrin, because if this man finds out that there are great sentient beings in Landrin, a war might start.
This guy just devoured a spider's head. I'm pretty sure he knows where everything is. He just needs to get.
Remember, he's been in here for years.
He's a smart. Okay, he's a smart guy, so I'm pretty sure he knows where everything is.
Okay, that was it. That's all I wanted to say. I don't want to say any specifics. I just want to say out of this tunnel, because we got this dwarf that can tell us how to get back to Landrin. Because apparently he must have came from there.
All right. Oh, all right. Let's do it.
So,
All right, chime in. Yeah, so out of this cave would just be delightful.
it scans the party, looking around. Fine. Follow me. And stay close.
Can I insight check him?
Sure. That'd be nice.
Yeah, let's 24.
The creature seems to be eagerly, like excited to be whole. Very interested in helping you to fill its end and letting you get out. There's also a hint of newfound curiosity awakening, and that's hard to read.
I'm just gonna say to everyone, I guess we should follow him, but be on guard just in case.
Be on guard. I've been staying on guard, my man.
Well, continue staying on guard then.
The creature floats through all of you, not touching the ground and hoping to get you all to part as you do, it takes lead back to the bottom of the chasm as you make your way towards the ledge that spirals up the 250 feet upwards. Come. They will not challenge us anymore.
Yep, I follow.
I'm right behind him.
I will be following, but I'm keeping my weapons out just in case.
Okay. It isn't a long trek up this spiraling ledge up this cavern cave, and not much conversation happens. You continue up to eventually find where you entered this cavern. A hole of many dozens of holes, slightly too high to reach, but there's the rope you left. With some time, you can reset your pitons in and get to that exit.
Yeah, I like to do just that.
All right. So you start hammering the pitons. The creature looks about, up into the height of this cavern. Doesn't say a word. After 20 minutes, you feel like you secured a sturdy enough rope to transition you all. What is the marching order?
I'll be in front.
I'll be behind Mekamaru.
I guess I'll take up after that.
You start climbing through, and you hear in your minds, "Leave one." Just joking.
Bruh, I was about to say. I laughed sort of hastily, not hastily, but like, good one.
You all start climbing up. I would watch your steps moving forward, but should you return, come find me. We have much to explore.
Okay.
I'm sure next time we're in this cave area, we'll make sure to track you down.
And we'll bring some delicious, intelligent brain for you to eat as well, as a peace offering.
Or like, almost as if smelling an aroma as you all continue to go down the tunnel and disappear. I would appreciate that. and eventually the last of you gets into this tunnel and starts making your way off, disappearing, no longer seeing the visage of this mind flayer, as whatever you have now freed him from, he is now open to be a master of his own domain.
Okay.
You get
So,
out. You get out and can make your way back to.
Hold on. So when we jump down from that little ledge that I put the little arrow,
Yeah.
I will write, "Do not enter under any circumstance."
Yeah, I would also like to cast Sending to Lord Stonefell real quick.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna
Actually, I don't think you have any third levels.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you used one of your last ones to cast Call Lightning.
Okay. Alright, I guess I'll have to wait till tomorrow to do that then.
Yeah. Sorry.
Alright.
No,
Never
your
mind,
last one
I'll do
was
it.
to heal someone. I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it was one of the dwarves. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I'll just do it after we long rest then. Never mind.
Okay. On
Yes.
the way back. So you guys are going where?
We're going back to the exit. We have this dwarf that's alive. We're following all the arrows. That's why I placed these arrows correctly. Going back to the arrows.
It takes a while, about an hour and change as best you can determine before you make your way back to the Dwarven Juncture, what started this network of exploration. Now, the dwarf that gets to the encampment with all of you says, Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. So, I would like to get some information. So, like, what happened in here? I know Lord Stonefell sent you guys all in here to see what was going on, but after he didn't get word from any of y'all for a while, he sent us in here.
Well, Lord Stonefell didn't send us in here. He was just supervising the overall expedition. We were sent by the Crowned Mountain. They've been searching for these different pockets of old kingdoms and places of legend. One of these places being, well, fuck it. Everyone else is dead. Allegedly, in these mountains, there's a crystal palace of just immeasurable size, all of crystal. It's supposed to be residing at the other end of a cavern of gems and sapphires and diamonds and all sorts of precious jewels. So that's what we came for.
I think I have an idea where all that could be. At the bottom of that cavern, wherever that thing was. But I don't think it was worth trying to do that mission now.
Well, I'll not argue if you guys are all ready on to get the fuck out of here. I'm not even, this was my first mission, and I very much like to put it behind us.
Yes, most definitely. But at least we can tell the ones who supervise Lord Stonefell, whoever, that there now is a dangerous creature at the bottom of that chasm, because we never actually got to go deeper into it. We only got to get to the pool of the water. And who knows, there may be something underneath that water. It may be your crystal room. But he would have to send a small army in there to do it.
Thanks you. Oh God.
Oh, bless you.
Thank you.
That's another thing. Allergies.
I didn't know Warforges can sneeze.
Well, I would-
It's
That's
to,
simple.
it's to make you more comfortable with us around, you know. It's just something like we're not so different, you know.
Every 9,000 seconds, a Warforged sneezes. Well, I'll tell you this. Look, thank you for saving me. And there are many things down here that we've avoided. And if you've not found anyone else, and we're ready to
Mm.
go, then I would recommend at least giving me a few hours sleep before we march on through the blizzarding cold.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, go ahead. Take that rest. We know you've been through a lot, so yeah, taking a rest would not doesn't sound so bad.
Do we have any food?
Yeah, I got some jerky nuggets right here.
Oh
You
yeah,
want some?
you saved my life twice now. Thank you. I'm Dalin, by the way, from the Sapphire Mountains.
Oh, how you doing, darling? I
Sapphire.
mean, wow. I said, darling. How you doing, darling?
Not that well. Sapphire Hills, I mean, sorry. Um, Sapphire Hills, we're called. It's much smaller, still a sturdy fortress of our own.
I also take out my alchemist jug since I haven't done it this dawn. I would have made
Mayonnaise.
no. Stop it. I know you want me to, but
Make the
no.
mayonnaise star, dude. Do it.
But no, what I'll do is I'll make some fresh water so we'll have enough to drink. Because I
Okay.
know he's probably thirsty and hungry.
He
And,
happily
and I'll,
takes up anything you offer him. Peel?
hmm?
Oh, sorry. I thought you cut out.
Oh no. Yeah, I'll just give him some water. I'll give him some dried, some rations so he can, eat till he's good and full, and so he can sleep. Sleeping on a. Also give him. I'll let him use my blanket as well.
He greatly appreciates all of this. And
Veer is so caring. What are you? What, and so
eats.
generous.
Yeah, he eats, he drinks, and he gets a good. He starts sleeping before you all even get to it, and snores like the mountains are large. Um, are you
I
all
would-
taking our long rest too?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. After that fight. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So you rest in the junction of all of these tunnels and passages. Hours pass. More hours pass. You wake up to find yourselves alive, rested, and ready to find your way home.
Okay. In that case, now I would like to cast sending.
Okay.
Uh. So yeah, this is
Since
going
it's
to.
technically after a long rest, I gotta do this.
So yeah, this is going to Lord Stonefell.
Okay.
So I'm going to tell him. Honestly, in my opinion, these mines are not worth it. Way too many monsters and many deaths. Also a mind flare.
You hear back very slowly at first. Well, that sounds like shit. Make sure to be safe on your travels. We'll speak when you arrive. Thank you. So. splice those together later.
Oh man, they didn't hear my conversation about the chicken wings,
I didn't hear your conversation about the wings, bro.
bruh.
No.
Man,
I just whatever I after whatever I said from Lord Stonefell, that was the I
Audio
that's
went
when I
out.
cut out.
that was
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's right when I died. All right. Well, we can continue from here. Let me do that. But so after you spoke to Lord Stonefell, what did I miss?
No, we
Basically,
was gonna.
came to the consideration of going back to Landry and just go and speak with him in person.
Yeah,
To get
and I was gonna ask Mr. Dwarf here. Does he know how to get back to Landry?
Yeah, I can find his way back there.
What the fuck?
No problem.
Okay. So yeah, off to Landry we go. It's time for me to go back to school.
All right. So you guys make your way back to the crystal cavern where you entered to find that everything is as you left it. You exit to find yourselves seeing an unusual sight. A very dark houred day as it is nighttime. You hear the dwarf say, "Well, that's right, shite. Well, we can still travel at night, but this is going to be a wee bit dangerous. Just follow my lead. It is quiet at this time, at least. No wandering blizzard. But we should be fine. Let's travel till the morning."
Okay, sounds good with me.
Alright. Follow me. Lighting torches, you trade a line of lights through the darkness as you are traveling with a sort of expert in these lands on traversing the winterlands. Crunching snow, cold winds, the occasional sounding off of wolves and other beasts in this tundra. You eventually come across traveling hunters. You make conversation with them. A couple days pass as you continue trekking through the snow and cold. I would like you all to mark rations. Actually, I would say since if you haven't been marking rations, mark 5. If you have, mark 2. Because you guys have been here for more than a week. Been here for a long time. So, 2 if you've been keeping track, and 5 if you haven't. But you're headed home anyway, so.
Well, I'll probably use, let's see, because if I gave Homeboy some rations, that means I'll probably use another, 2?
At least
I'll mark.
another, yeah. You guys can also Swip. I'll mark as him using his to share as well.
Okay.
Swip would be more than happy to do so.
So I got about 6 rations left because I had 12 at the beginning of this.
Yeah. You've also shared quite a bit of food. So, overall, the next few days, you are guided through the tundra borders. It's good because you know that though it's difficult, there's an end very close. So there's no sourness to the bitter colds and wet feet, because you'll be within Landrin as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And that happens as you eventually see the majestic mountain range of the Crowned Mountain in the Great Dwarven Kingdom. South, on a declining hill of coldness, the green town of Landrin is but 20 minutes away. You see the gloriousness of these hills on hills of homely homes and comfortable energy. You miss that vibe, that comfort, that safety. And for the most part, most of you have never actually lived in the in-betweens. The in-betweens of the bastions. Aside from Landrin in the Greenlands, Tales of Alvaron are much more dangerous. You've gone hunting for such dangers. But traveling in the in-betweens, or even the borderlands, most tell a different story. So, you finally make it south, crossing the bridge, as you see the customary dwarven guardians on the exterior, and then the smaller even than that, gnomish guardians patrolling as the town of Landrin is a bit warmer, a bit homelier. And you make it early in the morning, before even sun hits, really. Let's see. Let's see.
Okay, since it's still early in the morning.
Very early. Let's say
Yeah.
4.
Okay. I'll go in one of the ends. I'll tell them what day is it.
They tell you quite literally that you have been gone for 2 weeks.
14 days. Oh wow.
That's so wow.
Okay.
Been gone for about, if you left that day, well, and he says it's basically Friday. 2 weeks
Yeah.
after you left.
Mm-hmm.
Around 9:47 p.m. Just kidding. It's every day's Friday.
Every day's Friday. Okay, so about 4 in the morning. Do we want to wake up Mr. He's sleeping. I don't want people, I hate when people like wake me up when I'm in a good snooze.
So
Oh.
what should we do? Well, I imagine most things probably aren't available at this hour. So
Yeah. We should probably just, go back to our rooms, sleep for a little bit, like, take a quick cat nap. Then you guys can go head over there to Mr. What's his name's place? Stormfell's place. And I'll see if the, stuff is open still.
I'm going to turn and the dwarf that was with us. I'm gonna ask, do you have a place to go, or you need us help finding something, or?
Oh, wait,
Well,
real quick. Can he tell us how long he's been gone technically? So we know we've been gone for 2 weeks.
we've been gone for at least a month and a half.
Jesus Christ. So this man went missing for a whole, oh wow, okay.
Well, we weren't missing for the whole month. We were going through different caverns and passages, marking them in our own way. Some of us went missing in different places, and me and my own, we got caught in that cavern that you found us with spiders. They tossed us from the ledges, cocooned us, brought her to the Dryder that you all saved us from. For that part, I can't be honest, but if about a month at least.
Well, I'm glad you made it back safely.
Thanks to you all. And I'll be staying at the Brick Inn. If you all wish to accompany me, I'm sure Stonefell will pay for everything.
Well, I mean, technically, don't we already have rooms at an inn?
Yeah, but how long did we reserve those for?
I do not know. That's
You
why we
guys-
gotta go pay.
You guys have been gone well beyond that. You pay,
Yeah,
you pay
no,
for
we
5
don't have-
days, but
We don't have rooms anymore.
yeah, it is at
Well, we
that inn though, the Brick Inn.
Yeah, it is at that inn, so we can
Okay, yeah,
go
so yeah.
back to it.
So we go to the brick inn.
Well, you're welcomed by the owner that you all remember Erngroot, who was surprised to see Warforged the last time, and offers you all your not same rooms but rooms again. And Dallin explains that you're working for for Lord Stonefell. So for now, he doesn't charge you for the rooms.
Oh, but I would like to pay for some mead and some cake. I ain't had that mess in 2 weeks. Bring it up to my room.
It is the early morning. Are
It
you
is
serious?
never too early or too late to eat cake.
Actually, I can't actually do that at the moment. You see, the order comes in this afternoon. So, we've been out of cake and meat for the better part of the last 2, 3 days. Now, if you want actual meat from on house, we have our own stock.
Y'all just take a glass of milk if you have it, then.
I can do that.
He has other stuff, you know.
Hey, I am a cat. I like milk, and I will get the mead when I come back in the evening when it's fresh.
So,
How much for that milk, by the way?
no, it's on the house. If you're working for Lord Stonefell, it'll be taken care of.
I just lap it up.
Stonefell's gonna get the bill. It just says +1 milk.
Demons. So you have rooms. You can rest up.
Yeah. I'll rest up for a couple of hours.
Few hours come, and the proper businesses of the days begin in Landron. People are going off to fish, make to the markets, open shops, work, and the artificery is open.
I'm running to Yard of Fishery. I said, hey guys, y'all can go handle all the paperwork. Correct. Y'all don't need me. Y'all got this. You know? You're war forges, you're smart, you're beautiful, you're strong. And I just do a thumbs up and I just run.
It really didn't matter what we said. He was gonna do that either way, wasn't he?
Exactly.
Well,
But I guess we'll just go meet Lord Stonefell then while he does that.
okay.
Also, if the other dwarf is awake, we'll bring him with us so we can also explain to him.
Mm-hmm. You have to wake him from a early drunken stupor. But he does come over, and you guys head to Stonehold, and he and Kavir heads to the artificery. Since it's closer to get to Stonehold, we'll start there.
Yeah.
So eventually, you make your way to the gates, are told to wait, and then let in by the dwarvish butler. And remembering that Stonehold looks like a fortress of its own, the interior is very nice. Stone floors, shined and polished to a sheen. You ascend the staircase that leads to a large study, and Lord Stonefell is taking in the early business, sitting behind a very tall, broad, and thick desk. He stands up. Welcome. I'm glad to see that you've all returned.
Well, yeah, it's great we all got out, but a lot of people didn't as well.
I'm open to hear your tales. So, if you want, you can in-game say it, or you can just explain what you want him to know.
Yeah, I think we'll just explain how we each encounter we went through, and that there was still much more we haven't even checked yet. So who knows what else is down there?
So you explain the gist. And Dalin adds in his take. And we were hoping to find the Crystal Caverns, the proper. Now we have got a lot of clues, but they're gonna need a nice proper group of well-trained, seasoned warriors. It's not just an expedition. Those caverns are dangerous. Hook horrors, fire beetles, basilisks, all sorts of nasties. That is troubling. But it is good that you've at least returned, so we can make a proper expedition, if the mountain wishes to do so. My apologies to your group. I did not wish for you to take on such a dangerous mission, and I am glad to see that you've, for the most part, remained intact. Now, I did not offer you specifically a reward, but I did offer payment, and I do intend to honor that. He goes to a chest behind his desk, unlocks it with a key, and starts counting out gold. Time passes. He recloses the chest. And he says, now I hope that this helps you feel that our business is appreciated. I offer you the sum of 1,000 gold pieces. And should you need any more access within Landron, I do hope you would not hesitate to ask.
That's very kind of you to offer, and should we ever need your assistance, we will be more than willing to ask if you'll accept it.
There might be a time soon, but that is for another conversation. Landron is prime for expansion. He says this with a bit of reluctance. The gnomes and halflings think they are safe here, and expansion is the next step. Now, I don't disagree. Landron is a beautiful place, but growth warrants challenge. And I fear they might grow too fast and draw the eyes of unwanted threats. So, here's to hoping for a safe home to hang our hats. And he offers you all a drink of wine to start the day.
As dwarves normally do.
Well, unfortunately, the only two people that can actually enjoy it, that would be in this group, are not here. So that's unfortunate.
Well, Dalin goes over and gratefully takes a chalice.
Yeah, it's probably been a long time since he had a drink.
Oh, that's good, eh? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, what I'm gonna take one of the cups and do the toast, but then I'm gonna hand the cup back to Darwin so we can have a second drink.
Mm-hmm. Well, also, if you don't mind, one of you was Alvora, I believe. And Alvora makes his way a little closer. When you're of more mind, someone left a letter for you, not knowing where to leave it. And he gives him the letter, and he NPC walks back into the darkness. With that being said, let me know if there is anything else I can help you with, or if you're looking for more work within our borders.
We will, but I think right now we will probably get some rest and then discuss later what our next move is.
Okay. Kavir,
Yes.
you're running, you're hustling, you're sweating. It's hot here. You're still wearing your winter clothes. You get into the artifice. You go up the hill, running up that hill. Eventually, you hear a voice, and you instinctually just nonchalantly hello and just keep running. But you recognize the person and stop to turn. Right in the center of town, by the fountain near the artificery, see Corinth Noon.
Oh.
And where are you off to so early in the day?
I gotta go to school.
He seems surprised in his kind of thick, bushy eyebrows. Kind of like a more shaggy Professor Snape in a way. But with his brown robes, he says, "Well, I'll accompany you. I've been waiting for you all to return for some time now."
Oh yeah, sorry about that. Wait, do I even remember the job offer they did back then?
Nope.
Because technically I wasn't there. I'm like,
Nope.
oh, I mean, I guess. I mean, you're the one. No, she wasn't the one that gave me the comment. But like, yeah, I guess I have no problem. But what do you mean you've been waiting for us?
No, I know you didn't join us the last time, but there was talk of the final words of the creature you slain. I've come to Landron to learn and study in their libraries. I came to visit an old friend, but he's always not where he's supposed to be.
Do I know who? Do I know who he's talking about?
You can ask.
Is it the headmaster, the one that's in charge of the school?
No, it is the owner of the establishment, Nordics Mysteries. Basically,
Oh,
because it's a mystery where he wanders off to.
oh, that was right. Because I did go into there, and he wasn't there. It's just his assistant. I mean, yeah, you want to come into, school artifice for you, or I guess, well, I can't stop you, but you are welcome to enjoy the environment.
He follows suit, doesn't respond, but basically, genuinely not put off or anything, just follows you behind you. And as you make your way, you see the gnomish goalkeeper of the artificery looking at you indifferently as you approach.
Hey, Teach, I'm back, and in one
Nice.
piece this time too.
And that remains to be seen. Continuing on with your blacksmithing.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love blacksmithing. I learned a lot, but I have this idea of creating something.
Don't we all?
Uh, have you? I don't. Have they heard of gunpowder before?
Um, no. Not invented
Okay,
yet.
not invent. Oh wow, am I about to invent something that's not invented yet?
You can certainly try.
Okay, yeah, that's the one. That's the next thing I want to learn how to make. Oh my god.
So you explain this to him.
I have this idea of like some kind of, I don't even know, some kind of material that you can ignite it and it explodes.
It sounds quite dangerous.
It can be, but also, goodness gracious, you know how faster they be able to dig out the mountain with dynamite. All I'm saying is, yeah, but think of the technological advances that this could basically implicate. M- If you think about it, if the size and the
He's
magnitude
got a
of
blank face as you're just like explaining aliens to him. And eventually, when you
things,
get to the end of your discussion, because I don't mean to cut you off, but he
I know.
goes, well, perhaps you should first learn to finish one study before moving on to a next. Or should I tell Master Adina you wish to withdraw from her classes?
Oh no, don't do that, cause she'll come at me with a hot iron and beat me. Yeah. So yeah. Let's just finish blacksmithing. Yes.
Are you sure? I can get her right now.
No. We good. We good.
She
We can
loves
continue.
stories of delinquency.
Yeah, I'm not a delinquent. I'm just hyperactive.
After you finished with Master Adina, if you are so looking for, you may speak with Master Uglin, or perhaps even the Master Artificer himself. They have all manners of insufferable ramblings of madness, I guess would be put it. You can bother them about such things, but be reminded that classes usually continuously follow a schedule. If you are to disappear another time, I am not the master of such classes. Adina might be forgiving, but Uglin will probably have already forgotten you're there. So, I don't mean to hold you up more, but try to be on your better behaviors moving forward.
Oh yeah, I will. It's just that we had a job that just took me away. Yada yada yada. This then that. But yeah, I'm back now in town, and I want to finish this class. Yeah.
He stands to the side of the door and says, good luck.
Thank you.
According
I
to
go up to the
noon.
door.
What brings you here this day? And you, as you enter,
Boom, baby.
like, oh, I'm coming here for the. So you go in, you find Master Dina, who is like, oh, so you have returned. Well,
Yes. I'm so sorry, Master Dini. The job came in. I had to leave. I know I was hoping it wasn't take this long, but it did. But I'm back. I want to learn again. I want to finish my learning.
you
I'm
find
not
that you're in a totally different class with totally different faces, by the way. Well,
okay. That's fine. I can
well,
care less about people and faces.
that's
I'm
fine.
just here to get my. I'm just here to get my work done.
That's good to hear. Now, I remember you had a problem with heating and glass. Perhaps we could perfect that this time.
Yes, please.
Alright, so over the course of the next day or whatever, you begin relearning and doing your blacksmithing. So, overall, how much time do you guys want to loosely stay within Landrin, learning, purchasing, trading, just gathering yourselves? What's your time frame that you guys like to be here for?
Well, I guess I don't know what you guys need, but maybe
I'm
a
sort of
day.
like a day. Oh, I was thinking 5.
Oh, I mean, I'm fine with whatever. You need that much time, I'm good with that.
Because I feel like after like a 2 week, 2 week journey, 5 days is actually like pretty decent.
And to be fair, after like for 2 weeks of trip like that, we deserve some rest after that.
Exactly. And then that'll also let you guys also explore more of Landry because I know y'all probably haven't even been to many places.
I go to the blacksmith and see if I can like have a sword made or something.
Yeah, see, that
Yeah.
takes time.
You could also buy one if you want to.
Well, yeah, to see if they have anything.
Sure.
I mean, we are rich with 1,000 gold. Hold on, we got to split that up too. A
Yeah,
thousand divided by
everyone
6
gets
people.
200.
Yep.
Man, I ain't never been this rich in a D&D campaign in my life.
What are you talking about?
Do you want
You
more?
guys had a lot of money in Tomb.
Did
did-
we?
Well,
Did
to be
we,
fair,
though?
You just never could spend it.
We did.
Exactly. We
No,
couldn't spend it.
To be fair, Phil, we did, but we also made a party fund where a lot of that went into as well.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, you guys had
So it's
tons
like-
of magic items. I don't know what you're talking about. You had the
I didn't say
sword.
magic items.
We
I
had
just
a
said
ton
we
of
had tons of
shit.
money.
Yeah. True. I mean, you did have Mithril that you never really got a chance to spend it on because someone
Yeah.
stole it. Oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hated that a lot,
Yeah, right.
but it was cool.
Yeah, it was.
I wonder whose fault that was.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I wonder whose fault it was that I got stabbed in my sleep too. But we ain't gonna bring up the past.
He
We
just-
gonna keep moving towards the future.
Every day, not a moment goes by he doesn't remember that day.
I never felt so betrayed in my life.
All right, so, um,
I think 5 days is a good. Does everybody agree?
Fine with that.
okay. So, let's go over a bit of Kavir while we're here. So, why don't you just roll me a tinkering check with advantage? Because you've already learned the basics of blacksmithing. And you've got a much more calm time, even though you're starting off right after getting off the plane. You know, make me a check for the course work and all that to eventually your finals.
With intelligence?
Intelligence.
You want me to do it with tinkering tools or with
With blacksmithing.
blacksmith? Did I not put
So
it
that's
in?
your. That's so far. It's just your D20 plus intelligence.
Gotcha. Hold on, I think I forgot because I got wood carvers. Let me. I forgot to add blacksmithing tools because I have those. I mean, technically, I can just create blacksmithing tools at any moment because of my.
They've given you blacksmithing tools.
I know. I just forgot to add them.
Yeah.
Where are you? Black. No, it's called smithing tools. There we go. There we go. Add that. Why didn't you add? Man. Oh, see, he added to there, but I needed in the actual tool.
Master Adina is wondering when you're gonna finish.
There we go. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got it. I finally got it. Smithing with intelligence.
Hold on. So you find your rhythm in the overall coursework and hit the advanced portions of blacksmithing, welding, and you finally master heat and transferring of metals, maintaining purity, learning about dissolution, and by the end of it, you now are proficient with blacksmithing tools.
Yay!
So now you would add your proficiency modifier. So now it is
Gotcha.
D20 plus your intelligence plus your proficiency.
Gotcha.
With all of that too, over the course of this week, a little reminder and congratulations, you are all level 6. So
Hey,
we'll
yo!
so we're gonna get to that in a moment, but you guys can play with some of the stuff if you want to, and then we can roll hit points. Group level. So everyone is now 6. All right. So if everyone would like, you can now roll your hit die or take your average. Your call. Just so that way we have at least the hit point part of this done. And then you guys can look through feats and whatnot. Ooh, Mechamar rolled an 8.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take. I'm just gonna be safe.
5.
I'm just gonna. What's my average?
Your average is half plus
So
1.
4.
No, half
So 5.
plus 1, and then plus your con.
5. So 4 plus 1 makes 5. And then my constitution, which is 1, which is 6. So I'm at 41. 41
Nice.
health.
Very nice. So Kavir spends most of his time at the artificery. Mekamaru, there's more things you can do, but let's start with the shopping part. So remember to have marked the gold you got from the job.
Mm-hmm.
You go to them and you want a long sword or a short sword.
My ego's telling me long, but my brain is telling me short.
Well, a long sword is versatile, which means you can use it as a one-handed or two-handed weapon.
Sorry, I'm thinking about other things. All right, okay, yeah, I'll take a longsword.
Okay, so that's
Yeah,
50,
you got
that's
yeah
15 gold.
a sword in one hand, and then your
But
thunder
is there
gauntlets in another.
any good longsword, or is this just like is there different type of longswords that they have, or
Plus 1 long
She
sword.
says that she knows how to make like unique shields and stuff. She's not very much into weaponry, but she does know that if you ever get access or time, especially that you're Warforged, there might be more skilled craftsmen in the Crown Mountain that could get you maybe if you're looking for something refined. So like the masterworks, there's a masterwork trader spread out throughout all the towns and cities in the world. She just specializes in shields, which is why your shield is very good.
okay. uh, yeah, I'll take that longsword then.
So that's
Just have it.
15 gold pieces. So when
Yeah.
you use it as a one-handed weapon, it is a D8. When you use it as a two-handed, it is a D10. And that works off your strength. So remember that.
So one-handed is 1d8.
Yep. And then two-handed is 1d10.
D8 plus strength. And then two-handed is 1d10.
Yes.
Okay.
So with that, you've bought your longsword. Is there anything else you want to be shopping for or something you want to immediately do in this time?
Um, I would like to get some more potions, health potions.
Okay. So you find yourself at the Nordics Mystery Magic Shop. Health potions go for 50 gold pieces each. Greater healing potions go for 250 gold each.
Is it 250 gold?
For a greater healing potion.
All right.
but regular potions of healing go for 50.
Take the regular ones.
How many?
2.
2? Alright, so that's 100 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for your shopping. Appreciate it.
That's regular, right? 2 regular.
Yes, 2 potions of healing.
Okay.
So you do some of the shopping, you enjoy your day, you spend some of your monies. Start thinking a little bit about more of what you might want to do. And we'll jump to profit. What are some things you want to get to, profit?
I definitely want to get more ingredients to make potions.
Okay. So you find the herbalist, that older lady, and she says to you, of course, child. What do you want?
Well, I would like to make some healing potions foremost, but also perhaps I need wondering if you have any things to make some potions of maybe some resistances, perhaps like fire resistance.
Perhaps. Very expensive, some of these. I haven't gotten many, but I think I can help you. These I got from a nice furbolg, but a week ago. I have herbs of healing. I have 2 of those. And I have fire dragon root. Very expensive.
How much would it be?
Well, I can part with the healing herbs for 25 gold apiece. The dragon root, I'll do it for 80.
Go for it.
It's a very rare flower.
I will buy both for 130 then.
So two herbs of healing for 50 total, and then also the 80 for the root, right?
Yep.
Okay. Boom. So you are in her rickety homestead filled with sages and all these flowers, and she says, if there's anything else I can help you with, you just let me know.
I probably will return to get more if this goes well.
Be gentle. Dragon root is very rare to find.
I will be very careful with this. Thank you once again.
Bye. So you do that. And do you want to try now or later?
Yeah, I think he'd probably return back to the room and just try and make these potions.
Okay, so it's a spell slot per craft and a wisdom check. So you definitely have the downtime. So for the let's do the potions first. So make me a wisdom check for the first potion.
And just a heads up, since I can, I'm just gonna use all 3 of my 3rd level spell slots for the potions.
Okay, cool. Alright.
Alright, so first, wisdom, it's an 11.
That will make a potion.
Nice. Should I just make 2 more now?
One more for this will be
more.
both healings.
That's an 8.
That will fail. So maybe because you're out of practice a bit, but you do have everything with you. So you do make 1 potion of healing, but you lose the other. You use the ingredients to make the second. Go ahead and now make. So you can use guidance on yourself if you want.
I should have done that.
Yeah. Well, use
I
it for
will
this one.
Yep, that crossed my mind.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Flip will look over your shoulder and just watch.
So wisdom, it's 9 and so 11.
Okay. You've never made a potion like this before, but because you're using your 3rd level spell slots, the DC is low enough that you're just barely getting by. You do create a potion of fire resistance. So with that, 1 potion of healing, 1 potion of fire resistance. Roll better next time. Because you were literally on the DC every time.
Yeah. That was not my best
You
moment
literally
there.
hit an 11 twice, and I was like, 3rd level spell slot, it'll go up to, we'll bring it down a little bit.
Yeah, I'm glad it worked out for me in the end.
Yeah.
At least for 2 of them.
Yeah. So with that being said, you do that for at least, you do the shopping, you spend hours doing that. We'll jump back over to Kavir. Kavir, what are some more things you might have wanted to do?
Okay, so because now I'm pretty much mastered that, I do want to make some glass balls, and then I do need to go shopping. Because now that I found my newfound power of making random stuff with the alchemy jug,
Yeah.
I also need more glass jars to put the stuff from the alchemy jug into.
Okay. So how
So
many? Let's do a bulk item list. How many
yeah,
How many glass vials do you want to have made? You bought the
well, I need
materials
to
already.
buy glass vials first of all.
We'll do that.
So
We'll
like,
just assume that
okay.
with some time you buy. How many do you want to try to make?
Can I at least make 10 glass stars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So first up, that would be about that'll be about 10 gold.
Okay, take it.
Because you are the only person constantly buying up all their glass.
Or
Sand.
I'm buying up their sand, yeah.
Sand. The halfling's like, yep, I'd make sure to keep stock now every time you come through.
I'm building at 572 gold.
All right. So make me a blacksmithing check now. And I assume you're doing this in the artificery.
Yes, sir.
So it's with advantage. Whenever you use the artificery, remember that you have advantage.
If I'm ever in Landron, I'm always doing this at the artificery since I got it.
Yes. Of course, also since you've graduated now,
Yeah.
you have free access. However, you do not have free access until after 6. It's free access.
Okay, yeah.
Free access before 6.
Gotcha.
So with that 21, you do make, I would say, over the course of many hours, 10 of your glass spheres, glass stars. Now you still have to crack them open.
Yes.
and reseal them. So
the hard part.
yeah, so this will be a tinkering check now.
With advantage still?
Yeah, because you're just taking it to a different classroom, basically. Okay.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
So, to your liking, at this point, you can fill them with whatever you want.
Yes.
So, mark off however many acids and stuff you have. But I would say it was 10 gold just for the glass.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I already marked it off.
For everything else, I would put another 5 gold on that.
Okay.
Because you're still just buying, what, inks and...
Yeah, inks I'm still buying. And then over the course of 5 days, I would have had some
and oil?
oil. So like, yeah, I would have had some oil. I
So
probably would have bought some
so then 10.
acid as well.
If you were okay,
So
so with the acid it would be 25. Acid
okay,
alone is 15 gold.
yeah, I'll do that. I got plenty enough. I
Okay.
got plenty.
All right, so that's 25 gold aside from the 10 for the glass. That's 35
So
gold. You've got mark whatever acid shots and ink and oil you want.
gotcha. So that'll put me at 557.
So with that, we jump back to Mekamaru.
Yes.
What else would you have been doing in this time?
Well, since I'm level 6, I would be currently learning new spells.
Okay.
But other than that, there's really nothing more I want because I kind of wanted like a good weapon to use other than using my magic over time. But
Mm-hmm.
since I got the regular sword and use that for now, I
Well,
got my health potions.
well, eventually you run into Corinth Noon, who's been wandering the town. And in learning new spells, you have to learn from somebody, or buy, or go to a library and stuff like that. So you could learn from him if you want.
Yeah, why not?
So, what sort of school of magic are you looking to delve into?
The school. What are the names of the the school of magic? Like what?
I myself am a transmutation mage.
Ah,
I prefer the subtle alchemies and changing of forms, much like this stone here. Can take on the power of many things, and it's a small gray stone. I can allow it to grant me dark vision. I can allow it to grant me increased constitution, resistance to the elements of acid, lightning, and thunder. This is what transmutation is, giving effects to things that might be mundane.
what about objuration?
Ah. If Toblin was here, he would tell you that it is the only school of magic worth learning. I would disagree. However, if you are looking for abjuration spells, he opens one of his books and starts filtering through pages. One of my earlier days. Are you interested in protection-based magic for yourself or for others?
For myself.
He starts passing through the pages. Have you learned the shield spell?
No, I have not.
It's a very powerful, simple spell to master. You can borrow this for the time being. And he gives you his book. And for all intents and purposes, you may add the shield spell to your spell list. It's a reaction spell, which is very powerful. Which, when you're being attacked or targeted, you can use your reaction to create an arcane barrier around you until the start of your next turn. You have a +5 bonus to your AC.
Ooh.
Yeah. It also deflects, does so, like, activates on the first attack on you when you cast it anyway, but it continues till the next turn also. So add the shield spell to your list.
Very nice, very nice.
So keep looking for other spells you might want to learn from your list that you can. I don't know how many you learn when you level up.
I'm level 3 wizard now, so I learned 4 first level and 2 second level.
Okay. So add those when you can. Shield is just an extra one that he has imparted. For the flavor of it, you can assume that over the course of time, whatever help or questions you have, he tries to fill the gaps in.
Okay.
He does say when you get time, it would be nice for all of us to have a conversation about moving forward in the next coming weeks. Many questions are not answered. I might be able to use you to get some of those.
Okay. I will gather everyone else, and we could meet at the tavern.
Thank you. And he departs. Prophet, what are you up to?
I'm not sure, because after getting my potions, it's not really anything I can think of immediately that I need to get done.
Is there any place you want to spend time in? There's the temples. There's, you can use your time to wander.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I think he was gonna probably spend the rest of the time wandering around since he hasn't really explored much of the city.
Okay. You wander Landrin around the afternoon time to find that normally there is a very specific population demographic to Landrin. Many gnomes, many halflings, occasional humans, but mostly the mixed lower population is dwarvish. You notice that there are more and more humans making their way through Landrin. Not necessarily looking to shop, but wandering about, looking and searching and assessing Landrin as a place to live. You make your way to a tavern you've only been to once, called Sebaska's Tavern, which is by the Fighters Guild. That'd be over there. And you find that in this tavern, there are many humans here talking loudly and just generally crowding this tavern. And eventually, a dragonborn from behind the bar calls out, "If you're looking for work, stick to the boards and don't bother my customers. What can I help you with, shiny man?"
Well, I just had some spare time on my hands, so I decided to explore the city and just wound it up here. I guess I got drawn in by the oddly abundant amount of humans here in this city, in this enormous city.
Well, it'll be a city in no time if they keep skulking their way in here. Ah. And he pours you a drink. Says, "Lots of foul business happening in the in-betweens, I've heard. Lots of dangers. Settlements going up in smoke now, thanks to the final flame burning whatever isn't already taken by the monsters." Sorry, I should be more specific. Most of these lot are here because they've lost their homes. And if they haven't lost their homes, they will soon. The final flame is a zealot order that's burning settlements on their way up north to Alvaron. So people are avoiding more of the unestablished names. And everyone knows Lantern.
Oh. Well, you did mention something about work. About a work with on a board. What was that about?
Yeah, more of the jobs we get in here are people looking for work in the lumber hills. That's where we have the wood mills, and if you're looking for protection detail, it's good coin. Sometimes orcs or goblins threaten the mills, and they need to be beaten back a bit.
I'm gonna go and actually check out that board then, and see if there's anything interesting that catches my eye.
Okay. You see that there's a bunch of jobs talking about firstly needing strong hands to work the lumber mills and the grain fields in that long stretch called the Lumber Hills to the east of Landron. Others talk about needing to be the protection of detail for these mills. And thirdly, an expedition force to maintain the border between the lumber hills and the wilderness beyond from the in-betweens. And the in-betweens are what is called loosely anything that's in between the bastions. The Crown Mountain is considered a bastion, and though Landron is very safe, it is not considered one. Anything that you've ever heard of about the bastions either being Mistra or the kingdoms, those places have never been felled. They have never been conquered, and though they've been attacked many times, never has an occupational force taken that city or realm. And that's why people seek to live in those places and get out of the in-betweens. You do hear a voice behind you, though, that says, "Oh, would you look at that? He's looking for work. Would you look at that? He's looking for work." That's what I said. That's what he said.
That's a familiar voice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn around and face them now. How have you been?
Oh, I've been good. So many friendly faces. I've been... You don't have to repeat it now. We've been good. Lots of familiar faces coming into the town looking for work. A lot of them more eager than you were for some of the more lucrative parts.
Well, I guess it's good you found someone that could help you then.
Oh, for sure, but our offer still stands if you ever need a little more wiggle room or want to stay close to home. It's quite dangerous out there, I've heard.
Well, yes. But I don't know. I was just looking to see if there was anything, because we might be in town for a little bit. But I'm not sure. I was gonna just see if there's anything and bring it up to the others. But if you have any non-illegal deals, I'm willing to hear you out.
Not at the moment, but we will keep you in mind.
Well, if you ever come across any, let me know and I might be able to help you out.
We'd love to find some. And when we do, where can we find you?
Well, see, that's the thing. We do kind of move around a lot. We don't really have any permanent residence.
Are you looking for permanent residence? Because we can help with that too.
maybe we might want to find a place that might be better. Well, what do you have in mind?
There's many homes going for, what do you say, refurbishing. And in the transition, the owners find themselves with offers for better places on the outskirts of Landron. The interior costing quite a bit, and reconstruction can be quite congesting for the lanes. So it's all up to you, really. Are you looking for something closer to the interior, or are you looking for something on the outskirts?
Well, ideally, a safer place would be closer to the interior, but that's also more costly.
That it
So-
is. That it is.
But then again, me and my friends are not exactly aren't exactly incapable of keeping ourselves safe, so probably the outskirts would be the best option.
Well, how about this? We'll spread the word around a little bit. We'll see what's available. And for a small finder fee, if we find something you really like, you buy it from us, and we guarantee you a good discount.
Well, I guess it can't hurt for you guys to take a look out there, so sure.
Alright.
I'm sorry. I'm just listening to this. I feel like they just about to uproot a family, bro.
Well,
Get out.
we know where to
That's what
find
it
you.
really sounds like.
They just they walk into the back room, a couple gunshots. Good news, this place is on the market.
Exactly right.
Alright, miss. Time to move. I just moved in here.
Sorry, the metal man needs a place to live. Leave now.
Sorry, ma'am, there's an incursion on their way. Nasty business, orcs and dragons. You know the deal. You'll be much safer over here. You finish your conversations with them, and they leave you with, well, we know where to find you, and we'll be sure to let you know. Well, we know where to find you, and we'll be sure to let you know. That's what I said. That's what he said. And then you hear Thwip. That's what he said.
Please, we've been over this already.
Keep doing it, Whip.
So with that, you have your time searching about. You find some of those jobs, and you get the gist that there is a lot of people coming into Landron right now, hoping for its safety. And maybe they're right, maybe they're wrong, but there's a lot of traffic coming in here now. Back to Kavir. What are you up to?
Okay, so I made my stars. I think I do want to go to the temple because they have some. Nah, I'll save that for a different time. So I made my stuff for the stars already. I got 5 acid stars. I already got 6 oil stars, 3 ink stars. I guess, can I just make some more glass stars just in case?
You can certainly try.
Yeah. I think I'll just do that. So let me spend another 10 gold
Okay. Make me
for
a
the sand and everything.
blacksmithing check.
Oops. Did I choose it correctly? Okay, I did choose that. Yeah, smithing. On the tool?
Jesus. Rolling very high up there today.
I need to. I'm a master. I mastered it, alright? I better be rolling high.
You're a good blacksmith. We'll get to master in the future. But you do make 10 perfect stars.
Perfect. Yeah, I won't cut them open just yet. I'll just leave them as that.
Okay. So you spend your time in the artificery grinding away.
And I will buy 10 vials, empty vials from the store, if they have 10 vials.
10 silver.
10 silver. Okay, there you go. I got it. Boom, boom.
Yeah, sorry,
So now I
things are
got.
getting a bit pricey now with everybody coming in here, and don't think
Hey,
things are gonna change much.
hey, that just means business is going to keep booming.
Right, you are.
Yeah, I'm happy to pay any price because you let me in here with the nonsense I like to buy.
It's each their own, you know.
Perfect, because I need these because just in case we're on the road, I can finally fill up these ounces from my alchemist jug each day and have a running supply of stuff that I need. And yes, I will eventually make mayonnaise, y'all. I know y'all want it. It's happening. Don't worry.
So,
Other than that,
as you're leaving
yeah.
the general store, do me a favor. Make a
Mhm.
perception check.
I perceive nothing. Let me take off advantage first. 11.
Cool. Mekamaru, what are you up to?
I'm just learning these spells.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
So, where would you like to be spending your time learning these spells?
Um,
You can be by the pond. You can be in the
it would
tavern.
be.
You can make your way to the outskirts. You can be.
Let me see the whole map. Oh, this thing's in my way. Um, I would just be just outside of the outpost near the top,
Okay.
like just out right here in
Yeah.
front of the outpost.
Okay. So you find that
Maybe
you're.
underneath the tree right here. Boom.
Okay, perfect. So you're under the tree and you're just reading away at the spell book that Current Noon lent you.
Hmm.
Um, so you're taking your time to read that, and as time is passing through the week, you do notice every now and then the rotation of the clockworks of Landrin, following the gnome guardians, and it's interesting to see the natural growth this town has, but the technological gem that is still hidden. And as you comforting look through spells and figure out how to cast, maintain concentration, and summon these things, your time goes through peacefully. Make a perception check.
B.
Huh?
Okay.
You? Yeah.
Sec.
14. You don't notice much, but eventually there is what look to be a couple of children that come over to you behind the tree, and you notice that they're whispering about you. When you notice them, they hide behind the tree.
I just tr- try to seem less intimidating and say hello.
The children are halflings, which are even more adorable because they're even more wee. But they come out from the shadows to look at what you're reading.
They're just looking at what I'm reading.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. I just I show them the book and I tell them this is how you learn magic.
Okay.
Would you like to see some magic?
Fireball!
A
Oh my god!
bright beam comes from the sky.
They would love to, and they listen to everything you teach or try to transition towards them in this time. They don't interrupt you, they just listen and are eager to stand next to a Warforged teaching them magic. lots of profit. Anything else you want to do before the week comes to an end?
Probably. Yeah, I just like curiosity. I think he'd probably just go and like work at the lumber mill for like the rest of the time until everyone meets up.
Okay. Why don't you give me a general sense of what you would do at the mill to help. As you get there, it's not that far. You get to the lumber mills, it's about a day's walk, but they have carts that take the workers there. They pay 10 silver a day, which is actually like double minimum wage. So you get on that cart and there's tons of people there, and you see most of the humans there going, I heard this one pays the most. Just hope I don't put my back out. I heard they work us like a mule.
So yeah, I guess I'll just probably. Prophet does have high strength, so I guess I'll just go for like the heavy lifting jobs to try and make it easier on the other workers.
Okay. Why don't you give me a strength check?
I will give myself guidance if that's possible, or just a general
Yeah,
strength.
you can.
Check.
No, you can.
Uh,
Yeah, for sure.
First strength is
Using
at
magic
20.
for manual labor? How dare you? No, I'm
So
joking.
that's total 24.
Okay. So the mills, when you get to the lumber hills, and this one is pretty close to Landron, and is considered one of the more safer ones. But they mostly get most of the materials after the fact. So they're transitioning these to be put on saws, and every part of the tree is used, whether it is whether it's the residual of what's being sawed through, or what's turned into planks. But you help them move logs like you've done this your whole life. So over the course of a day's work, the foreman eventually comes to you. Yeah, I'm not sure you're in the right line of work, but I do appreciate it. We hit our quota for the first time. I appreciate it. My supervisors and all that, we figured you could at least do with a bit more for the help. So we pushed things out, and we can make it about 25 silver for the day's work.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Well, I'm just glad I was able to help you guys out.
As he's holding literally like a fucking tree. Like, natural 20 on a strength check.
Okay, he's strong.
Yeah. Well, feel free to work here whenever you got the time. If you could do me a favor and just put that one by the mills, we're gonna wrap it up for the day. We're not turning anything raw, and we're gonna lock up and head back in. So, good work today. So with that, it's nighttime, dead in the night by the time you get back to Landron. And everybody's talking about you lifting trees that just reminiscing about the time they got to work with a Warforged, and how you carried a tree twice your size, 3 times your size. They're already exaggerating everything you did, and they offer to pay for your drinks at Sebastia's Tavern. And the night of revelry begins, and I would say it's at this time that the end of the week comes. It is the dead of night. in Landron, you get back to the tavern. You don't have to stay. You can go wherever you wish. But the week comes to an end on this final night. What would you all, as a group, like to be doing?
Going over to the tavern.
Yeah, same here. Going over to the tavern.
Okay. So this is the first time in a while you guys have really been in a group together. Thwip, as you're all at a table, eating and listening to the stories about what Prophet's done at the mills, Thwip goes onto the table and just pours a bunch of gold coins all over the table. Just like, look.
Oh, I can help you count those, Thwip. You ready to learn some more counting? I know we haven't practiced in a while.
Yes.
You hear Thwip goes, "Don't try to cheat me, sucker."
Oh no. I would never try to, Thwip.
Hold on, let's add those to his thing. That's
Yeah.
for, I'll send that to
Add that to the book.
yeah,
Add that to the book.
don't try to cheat me, sucker. And look. So you try to teach him more about counting coins, and it's what's surprising is you guys gave him his cut, which was about 200 gold. This is more than 200 gold here. And you also see random things in this bag of coins he's put over. You see what looks to be like a really nice bauble, like a beautiful diamond, and you're like, where did he get a diamond from? But when you get close to it, it's not real diamond. It's what should probably be the topper of maybe a fancy cane or a chandelier. Still sort of expensive, but Thwip's been stealing.
We can tell.
Where did you get this stuff?
Look.
He just said, "Look," points in the opposite direction. He just takes off running. Oh, bro, I'm dying.
No, he says, he points his finger over, and you see the two gnome twins on a different table raising a mug.
No.
Oh my god.
And then he looks up at you all and goes, "That's what I said. That's what he said." So let me actually add that to his monies.
Whip's a pickpocketer now, apparently.
Apparently.
So his cut was 200, and he made another 100 working for them. So
Man, this man just outright.
This man who has no concept of actual much money he's earning is just earning more money than all of us.
yeah.
I mean, granted, I've just been learning how to do stuff.
Yeah, you guys have been working for sure, but like working without pay mostly. I mean, Prophet finally got like a side job, and 25 silver pieces for a day's work is
Not too
basically
bad.
basically, you know, your own boss there. But you're eating food. The night is calming in Landron. What do you guys want to do?
So I just have, once we're done, helping Thwip count money and stuff, I just have a conversation with the guy, like, so what y'all been doing this past week?
Is the guy that I met earlier here? Do we see him?
Oh, Current Noon?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Well, my week, I made some potions, went to work at a lumber mill, showed them all up, and showed them how it was truly done. Yeah, that's what I did.
finally was able to overcome the heating and cooling and disposition of making my glass stars. An uphill battle has been won.
Wow.
I finally made it, guys.
Congrats, man. I know that means a lot to you.
I know. So now that I'm done with that, I have an idea for this. I have this crazy idea. Imagine making explosions without magic.
That's impossible.
Sounds
I don't think so.
very dangerous. You hear Corn Noon over their shoulder, who's finally arrived. Yes, very dangerous, but creative.
I mean, it can't be more dangerous than some random dude just walking up, making an explosion, and walking away with magic from miles away.
You're not wrong there. And he takes a seat. But the art of magic leaves a distinct identifying marker. Can be traced back to anyone if you know how to look. I don't
Okay.
mean to discourage you. As an arcanist myself, I just want to express the dangers of experimentation.
Oh yeah, of course. I always get that too, because there's always going to be an upside and a downside to anything that's ever going to be made from scratch. You always got to have that conversation. Like, is it really truly necessary to do such a thing? Because there can be great benefits and also great consequences. So you always got to look at both sides of the spectrum.
Yes, I'm actually quite curious. How do you plan on doing this, though?
I do not know, but I will have to talk with some of the believe he called them mad what's it called? Mad speakers at the artificiary next time I go, because they may have some ideas. But I want my dream to become a reality. Because just imagine how much firing power I will have on this team if I can just make something that flows.
Imagine how OP I could be if I could blow shit up.
But not only, I'll leave that for a different discussion.
Well, since we are transitioning to different topics, I came here looking to speak with an old friend. His name is. His name is Abernath Nordic. You know him as the owner of Nordic's Mysteries. And he is very often not in his shop. You see.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
no, you good. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, you see, he's not from Alvaron. He's from Messenia. A continent a bit of ways that few people actually know of. He's come to Alvaron many, many decades ago, searching for dangerous remnants of the old days. Times where magic, and even though magic is still abundant now, in a time where magic was still being realized. So he could be anywhere. But I came to him because he would have more information on what we've dealt with recently. I'm going to change this to tavern just a little bit so we can be a little bit more in that. Just So, this is more in regards to what we have dealt with. Let's see. I'm looking at you through the glass. Don't know how much time has passed. Sorry. Do I not have it? Anyway, he recites the last words of Zooks, if anyone has that on them.
I think Thwip does.
The Fiend. Anyway, I've been looking into many of these things, and I believe Nordic could help us get a little closer to some of these premonitions. Until he arrives, I'm a bit on my own in this. There are others that would know just more. I've often kept to myself the focus of transmutation, enchantment, and creation of certain things. Research into fiendish prophecies is not my area of expertise.
So, since you're here, do you want us to go find this guy, or what?
Well, he can be in any number of places, having you search the most dangerous dungeons in all of Alvaron just to find one man that could be in the one 400 miles away. Not ideal. I'm going to give him a little more time to make his way to Landron. If he does not, I will have to use other means on locating him. And then perhaps we'll go find him. However, there's rumors of undead disturbing settlements and villages in the in-betweens. Most of that traffic has come here to Landron. Others have made their way to Algarand, all of them hoping to avoid staving off the reach of Mesberata. I was hoping that Michael would be here to interject his part of the story, but I guess not. He says in tongues. Let's see. 'Cause Michael's not here. Anyway, that is all I have for now. I don't have an immediate task for you, but I will soon. So if you are to wander off again, stay close, or within at least communication range.
Alright, that doesn't seem like it should be that hard of an issue.
Yeah.
Alvora speaks up and says, "Actually, I've received word that a contact of mine from the south says that the undead are not just aimless. That these villages, before they were plagued with undead, had to deal with a fanatical cult taking root in their towns and villages. Those that turned to these cults for protection actually ended up dealing with a great number of undead in the months to come. However, before he could get more information, the Order of the Final Flame would expunge all undead. And as if to cover up the mess they leave behind, they burn the town down.
Oh no.
Well, that is a bit news to me. I would love to speak to your contact if possible. But short of that, does anyone have any other information to add to this?
Oh, yes. So we went to a I tell him about the whole spiel about how we went to because he really might actually find this interesting. When we went to the caves, I think we ran into a mind flare towards the bottom of the cavern. So I'll tell him about that.
He's a bit surprised that you did so much in such a time period and are alive. Interesting. The Mind Flayer. It was trapped or being held prisoner?
I think being trapped, because when we first see it, it couldn't really make its sentences fully and clear, and then when we finally gave him the brain of the drifter, well, the brain of the, what's it called? I know it starts with a D.
Drider.
Whatever. Thank you. Yeah, once we gave him that brain, he actually started articulating a lot more and easier to understand. So I guess he was very well dying.
Yes, the Mind Flayers are what their ghost names, or the names given to them by others. Their proper name are illithids, terrifying parasitic creatures. They can invade your mind with what some believed was just a glance, but even that seems unreliable. Many have heard their whispers in their minds without even seeing the creature. You are very lucky to be alive.
Yes, we definitely are. I don't want to cross something that can kill me literally in my own brain. That's not fun.
I agree. And you brought this to the attention of Lord Stonefell?
I think they did. I didn't, because I ran directly to the artificery school because I want my schooling to get, finished. But I believe they did bring it up with Stonefeld.
Yes, we did have a conversation with him about it.
You hear some arguments and commotion throughout the tavern, and a moment happens where a human male, belligerently drunk, says,
Like always.
"Now get out of my way, you fucking halfling, or I'll fucking step on you on purpose this time." The halfling, not looking to get into any physicality, if anyone says, "I'm sorry, we'll be on our way then."
That's no way to talk to people. know what? No, no. I'm gonna mind my business. I ain't getting
Yeah,
that.
I'm. You know what?
I'm
Maybe this.
minding my
I'm
business.
gonna. I'm gonna cast calm emotions.
Okay.
Oh,
See, maybe calm everyone down a bit.
Okay. So you start casting the spell. Current Noon takes note of it. And it gently, because there's not really anyone here aware or like stopping you. Um, after you cast the spell, oh, I feel really shitty now. You know. Yeah, I should. Yeah, I should probably go apologize. Yeah, man, I should stop drinking. You know, it really just doesn't get me right. You know. Yeah. I'll be back, lads. Uh, I've got some repenting to do.
Well, I'm glad that worked out.
How long does that last?
Let me check. That lasts was up to a minute.
So he says.
So
So halfway through his spiel and walking out, half of the spell's already gone.
yeah, it's not the end of when he ends up outside.
Yeah, but you don't know what happens out there anyway.
I don't know. The immediate problem I can see has been solved. That's what I care about.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Quarant Noon says an appropriate use of magic. However, you can't fix people forever. Most people are content being the way they are. But you have to give them a little bit of salt. They are all losing their homes right now.
is that because of the zombies or because of the? Wait, no, never mind. I wouldn't know about that. I'm sorry.
No, you would. You were here.
Yeah, we discussed
Okay.
zombies burning down people's houses.
Okay, is it the zombies burning down people's houses or
So as
a different organization burning down people's houses?
So as he sort of summarizes, he explains to you that in the in-betweens, there is a cult based on what Alvora brought in that has been entering towns and villages. Those that are taking those cults in for religion or protection end up having undead problems. Problems with zombies or undead attacking, but nothing specific. No one really has the full context. However, the Order of the Final Flame, which is a very religious, crusader-like organization, is going to these towns, uprooting the cults, and then burning the towns anyway.
I don't think that's necessary, honestly. Let me write that down. You said Order of the
Final Flame.
routine cults and still burning houses. Well, burning, yeah. I mean, Mr. Noon, or Current Noon, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you Mr. That was by accident. Low key, for real. Don't hate me. Would you want us to go and stop the Order of the Final Flame from doing this? Or go after the cult? Let's see. I mean, technically, if we go after the cult, that'll stop the Order of the Final Flame of going after innocent people who aren't really affected by the cult and still losing their houses.
Well, I believe the Order of the Final Flame to be extremely self-righteous, extremely zealous, and hard to communicate with. If you want to do so on your own, that is a quest. However, in particular, I would prefer missions that, one, bring a return on our investment, and two, restore a certain order to the world. Particularly, if we weren't researching whatever this final words of this fiend was, there's a couple of locations hiding some interesting artifacts. I believe. I'm not too sure about. But that is the kind of work I'm trying to line up for us.
Okay.
Michael's typing in chat and deleting, like, finish typing!
Oh.
I can't get on. Okay. Okay. Oh, good. We understand. Alright.
Oh man, that's painful right there.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, yeah. I used to have braces. Ooh, Lord Jesus.
So, Corntoon says, give me a couple of weeks, maybe less. If Nordic is not arrived, I will find the means to locate him, and we will delve a little bit more into this fiend's words. However, if you are looking for something more along the lines of searching for abandoned artifacts, both magical but mostly needing to be recovered for the balance, I can arrange something like that. However, there are some tasks along these lines that I wish to tell you. I will be paying you mostly in gold. Some of these artifacts might be too dangerous to be payment for services, if you understand.
Yeah, I get that, but gold is always green in my eyes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to turn in for the night.
Wait, can I have one more conversation with him?
No. Yes.
Okay.
No, you went to bed.
No. I remember. Now this was probably months ago, but I remember we ran into a group of adventurers. Uh, they had this artifact, and I remember it because they had this artifact. It had like green dragons around them. Um, have you heard or heard any rumors of artifact that artifact like that?
You describe
It
it
was
as what?
it was green. It had what's it called? It had dragons all around it. It was green in a sphere. And when they opened it, didn't it just like start shaking the earth or something like that? I can't remember.
That
It's
was you.
been Oh yeah, that was me.
So you describe the dragon orb.
Yeah, there you go. The dragon orb.
You found this where?
In a small town of I forgot the name.
Granite.
Say it again.
Granite.
Yeah, small town of Granite. They wanted to use the orb to gain power, but apparently we stopped them so they couldn't get it. Yeah, it's legendary possible. Yeah, the dragon orb. Yeah, I did write it down. I was correct.
He sort of looks to turn away and leave, and then he says, "Where did they find this?"
They didn't necessarily say.
They did.
Oh my god.
Does anyone remember?
If I roll high enough, can I remember?
Sure, make an intelligence check.
Or would it be
wisdom,
history?
wisdom.
Oh, was okay.
It's history of the world.
Could I also attempt?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no, I ain't remembering. Crud. Oh, Prophet might.
The Secret Isles.
Yeah.
Yeah, they found it in the Secret Isles.
Thank you. Thank you. They found it in the secret aisles.
There's a moment that he's just the only time you've ever seen him like this was once again when you said the words of what the fiend had said. I think it's best that I turn in for the night, and I will need some time. Have a good night.
You too.
He slowly turns and leaves the tavern.
Well, that was definitely informative to say the least. So,
Oh yeah.
what should we do? What should we do now?
I mean, if it's gonna take a couple of, I mean, we can take on some jobs, or we can. Don't they have an arena here? Yeah, we can do a fighters guild or something. I
So
mean, didn't you
near
say that there are some orcs that need to get, fought back? I mean, we could probably do that if they still need help.
so this here is a sort of junction point. I do have an overall campaign set forth for you all, but this is a moment where you all can sort of choose your own adventure again. If you're all interested in looking for combat, coin, but staying close to Landrin, the Fighters Guild and some of the local jobs here deal with just that. Staying around the Greenlands and around the Lumber Hills, protecting the area of Landrin. Decent coin, but you stay less of a payout, but you stay close to home. You then have the there is there are jobs dealing with, sorry, I have it over here on my other screen if I can find it. Okay. Okay. There are and there is an escort job to transport goods from Landrin to Mesbarata, which is the city of sorcerers that you've been hearing rumors about. There is work with Lord Stonefell, which would take you to more of a journey a little bit north towards the Crowned Mountain. And there's some other things, but what are you guys interested in doing?
I mean, I wanted to make this decision as a group, so I would have to ask like everybody.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to come to a consensus when half the
The
group
three
is
of us. Yeah.
yeah, because I don't want to exclude them from a decision of a major part of where we're going.
Yeah.
Their boss, they just had to fucking fight a giant spider alone. I'm not trying to hear any of this shit.
There are talks. As the three of you one make up the majority, so it's not too hard to say that you could have a deciding vote. Two, we can just start building what kind of path you want to go on. Is there any areas in the world, nearby or otherwise, you're interested in? I know we've talked about the Golden Hills, which is where the gnomes came from. There is the Crowned Mountain, which you guys do not have access to yet. There's Mesberata. There's the Wilderness.
Not gonna lie, that city of was it what was that place you said?
Sorcerer?
City of Swords.
Sorceress. Sounds fun.
Okay.
Sounds like a fun experience.
He's like, yeah.
And beneficial.
I was like, it segues to, yeah, they got slavery and all kinds of stuff down there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds like fun.
sounds like fun.
I heard these giants in the snowy mountains. We should go check them out.
Well, why don't we roll on the rumors chart, or if you guys want to spend some time asking questions about the world, I can give you some more insight, and we can build some of that up. Because if Alvaro was here, there's some quest line that I actually was hoping to start, but I don't want to do it without.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if the others were here,
Yeah.
that's why I was thinking, like, if we can just do some quests that are at least close to Landrin, so we're still like close into the area, and so by next week, when everybody is back, then we can make that decision, like what direction we want to go.
Yeah, there's plenty. So, we'll say, for the rest of the night, as you guys end up finishing up, you're looking, you're putting out the word that you're looking for work in as many different avenues so you can see what you like. Right? And you tell it to the tavern keeper, and you spread the word, and you guys wrap up here to end your night. Sounds good?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you make your way out the tavern to make your way back to the tavern you're actually staying at. You guys have been at Sebaska's Tavern. You're making your way back to the Dwarven homesteads. You see that there's a commotion outside. And there's a circle around that has gathered. And there's gnome guards that are saying, all right, step back. We need some room to work here. Everybody, there's nothing here that you need to be staring at. Now let's keep moving, and we'll take care of this. And you see eventually an automaton, the clockwork, start making their way over and just start dispersing the crowd with its large body. And in the opening of that, you guys make me.
Can I climb?
Make a perception check.
I want to see if I can climb to the top of the roof to see over the automatrons.
Okay, I would say make one with advantage then if you're gonna get that high.
Ooh. Wow. You know, I can't even be mad. I will gladly take all the high rolls that I needed to make my glass stars. Everything else for today, I don't mind it being low.
Okay.
Even me sitting on top of a roof, I can't see nothing.
Mekamaru, do you want to check too?
Yeah. Sec.
Okay. So what looks to be towards the alley, not to the alley, towards the left of the tavern, sort of in the open, you see a halfling, sort of, looking, sort of scared. And there's blood in front of him. Kavir, you don't notice much. But Prophet, you notice that it is the halfling that left the bar earlier.
Ah, shit.
I'm also gonna say Thwip and Alvora are not with the three of you.
Okay.
Do we see the guy that was at the bar before anywhere around here?
Could make a perception check to look for that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
You do not see the man, but as everyone's around the halfling, listening to his tale and looking at the blood around him, you notice that there is a trail of blood that leads to an alley by the warehouses.
I'm going. Alright, everyone. I think. Guys, look at this. There's a trail of blood over here. Might lead us to what happened better. Let's you take it.
Okay.
Okay.
Guess I'll start following the trail.
Okay. What our drops of blood lead to a little bit more spatterings. You make your way through the warehouses of Landrin, and eventually hear sounds of feasting. All three of you see a dark form at the end of an alley devouring something.
I might read this, but I'm going to cast light on a pebble and throw it over near it.
Okay. You cast light, and you all see the alley illuminate as he throws it towards the other end. And scattering next to, you see a hooded, wearing lots of thick hoods, cloaks, rags, tattered from too many clothes needed for one person, hungrily devouring someone else.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
As the light gets close, you see blood dripping from the mouth of this creature that startles, stops feasting, stops drinking. With blood on its mouth, it turns slowly to the three of you. And you see a pale-skinned humanoid with blood crimson dripping from its beard and lengthy skin dripping onto its clothes, looking almost like a homeless person. But it stands up slowly, looking at you with wide eyes, sharp fangs, and it says, "Come here, lady. Come here, lady. Come here, lady." As it slowly takes one step forward. We are gonna take a break.
Creepy as fucker.
For real.
We will be back in about 5 to 8 minutes. Thank you
So
all
I
for
can,
watching.
level up my character.
You'll need it. So we'll be back in about 5 to 8 minutes. So see you in a bit. And I will be right back soon.
Hello.
Hello.
Everyone back then?
We're all good.
Think so.
All right. Let's continue from where we left off. You all find yourselves in the middle of the night following a blood trail to find a human man having the blood drained from them. As you see this figure standing and approaching, things don't look like they are about to be peaceful. So, let me move you all over to the warehouses.
Hooded vampire. You don't seem so bad.
Mm.
Shapes. Shapeshifts into a dragon.
So, with that, I would like you all to click on your tokens and roll initiative.
Yeah, it's still loading for me, so it's gonna be a minute.
Okay.
Shit.
Oops. That's not
Yeah, that's about like initiative.
Okay. So, starting off with Kavir, you see this humanoid man dripping with blood from his mouth, tall, covered in clothes, slowly walking towards you all. What do you do?
I'm going to bonus action cast magic stone, and I'm going to make an attack action on him.
Okay.
17 to hit.
That'll hit.
Ooh. So it should be 4, 5, 6, 7, and then also have sharpshooter on there. Oh, I'm sorry, it'll be
You have to call the sharpshooter because it takes away 5.
yeah. So it'll be 12 to hit. Sorry.
Yeah, so, do you want it to be sharpshooter or no?
Yeah, because I had it clicked.
So then it would not hit.
Okay, yeah. So I figured it would miss.
You fire off into the dark and it shoots past his head and he doesn't flinch at the threat.
Yeah, I wouldn't flinch either. I'll move 5 feet that way, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. Mekamaru, what is your dexterity modifier?
My dexterity modifier is 1.
1. So he will go first. How do I do that thing where I count the movement?
Oh, basically you hold onto your token and you right click.
The places I'm going?
Yeah, and then you just move the mouse what direction you want to go.
Right click?
So like this, right?
Like this.
Like that, right?
I don't open any of the tools or anything?
Mm-mm. No, you just hold. You just click and hold on the token, and you just right click.
Oh, I see. Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then from there, it tells you like how far it is. You
Won't
know,
let me go. I
15.
think it's messing up because. So click.
It might be. Yeah, it might be harder on a DM.
Just tap it. Don't hold it. Tap the right button.
Oh,
Yeah.
tap the right button.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Just tap it. So you hold the left one, and
Haha.
you just tap the right. Yeah.
Hold on. That's not working. It was working. Oh, there we go. But every time I'm trying to move, like my map is moving too. I'm
Yeah.
trying for it to not do that. That sucks.
Do you
I'll
have
get
to
the hang
go
of it.
to? I think you have to go to token layer only. These might be on map layer.
So how about this?
You could tap at every point you go too. Like if you go one
Yeah.
square, you
This
tap the right button again.
Right. I'm getting it, but I'm constantly going up instead of down. Oh, it's inverted for me. You bastard. So when I go up. Okay. Alright. We'll do this next time, but it's inverted. When I'm aiming up, I'm going down, and when I'm going down, I'm going up. I don't know why. But that's fine. I just wanted to know. So, the creature. I hope I didn't take away from any of the horror that's about to happen. But the creature is extremely fast. So fast that it rushes forward, then turns, and then zigs around behind Kavir. With lightning speed, it shifts through so fast, like a blur. It makes a claw attack at you, Kavir.
Hmm.
The
That will
nine,
miss.
the 9 will miss. Why do I have advantage on? Like always. Okay. With the first attack missing, you will dodge out of the way, and then with one hand, it will make another attack. 16.
That will hit.
Okay. So the first one you dodge after it blurs from your vision behind you. You dodge out of the way, but then its left hand, it grabs you, and instead of clawing you with its long, sharp nails, it grabs you and holds you. You are grappled.
Hey, yo, let's go.
With that, it looks down at you, and its very tall creature holding you in place and says, so furry. That'll be its turn. Mekamaru, you're up.
Oh, it does no damage. It just grabs me.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Well, it tried to hurt you, but failed.
Well, yeah, yeah.
Just want to move up to him and hit him with my thunder gauntlet in the face.
Okay.
Uh,
You have advantage, by the way.
no advantage.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sorry. 15 does not hit. As you go to strike it, it's holding Kavir up. Kavir, it lifts you from the ground. And as Mekamaru, you try to swing with your Thunder Gauntlets, it uses its extremely unnatural strength to deflect your hand. Bit unsettling.
Don't worry, it can't deflect this. I'm gonna cast Call Lightning.
Whoa, buddy.
Trust me, it's fine. Because I'm gonna strike it right behind it so no one of my friends gets hurt.
All these buildings about to catch on fire.
No. But I'm also gonna use my Channel Divinity to make it maximum damage.
Okay.
Jesus.
What's the weather like out here before this is cast? Just asking.
It's a calm, collective, cold sky.
Not
Uh,
anymore.
As
Well.
the clouds start to rumble and storm. Does he have to save or anything?
He can make a dexterity save to take half damage.
Okay.
He does. So he takes, unfortunately, but it was at max damage, so he takes 15 lightning damage.
15
And
lightning.
and since I dealt lightning damage, he is pushed 10 feet away from me.
Okay. So minus 15, you said?
Yep,
And he's moved how far, you said?
10 feet.
10 feet. So let's see. He's going to make a strength check. You make acrobatics check, Kavir.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Okay, you go with him. So
Let me go.
Mechamaru tries to strike at the creature and doesn't hit. Prophet calls lightning from the sky, and a blast of lightning arcs and cracks at the back and whips it towards the building. Holding on to Kavir, he drags him with him. And with that, anything else you want to try?
I guess I'll just use my movement. Get. Because that risks my spell. I'll get up here to help Kavir out, give him some advantage.
Okay. So with that, it's Kavir's turn. What would you like to
Yeah.
do?
I'm going to try to break his grapple because I am no good all up in everybody's face like this.
Okay. Make me a check.
Strength check.
Strength or acrobatics, your choice.
Acrobatics.
Okay.
Yay.
So you break free from him as he's pushed against the building. What would you like to do?
Move back 15 feet. I'll take that attack of advantage.
Okay. It's not with advantage. It's just one attack.
I mean, you know what I mean. Attack. You know,
Opportunity.
11.
opportunity attack. There we go. He
Yeah.
misses anyway.
Yeah, I'm rolling very low.
Good for me. That would be my turn because I used my action to break free. I want to break free. That just came to mind, and I'll end my turn there.
Okay. With that, it is the creature's turn. Seeing Kavir get away from him, he's gonna look at you for casting the magic at him, and he's going to attack you. So first attack with his claws. 20 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. You take 8 points of slashing damage.
But I'm also going to use my reaction to activate my Wrath of the Storm, so can he make another deck save?
Okay. 9.
So he takes 6 points of lightning damage and is once again pushed 10 feet away from me.
Okay. 5, 10. As you charge out as he strikes you, you fire out this arcane energy and it shoots him back again. That's gonna do. He is going to not like that. He is going to go 5. He's gonna go 5, 10. He's gonna reappear behind you. I see lightning fast movement gets behind you. He's gonna make another claw attack. 25. Another 8 points of slashing. And that will be. Oh, sorry. I also have to do one thing. Because this was the start of his turn. Hey. You see as he strikes you from behind, you turn around. He laughs a bit maniacally, happily. You don't seem to notice any of the wounds you've landed anymore from the lightning.
Oh, this man is regenerating.
As he goes, come, my sweet lady. That will be his turn. It's Mekamaru's turn.
Going to. Wait, so is he regenning? He's regenning, right?
Seems that
Looks
way.
like it.
What about if I use fire, but I don't want to use this yet?
Final fireball.
I should try fireball, right? I should.
You
But
can try whatever you like.
I know, just trying to do something without hurting, hurting profit. So I'm gonna go forward, use my long sword to hand it.
Okay. So you pull it from its sheath and make an attack. Go ahead.
Are you not using your shield?
Not right now.
Oh, okay.
Remember, it takes an action to put your shield back on then. But you pull it out. Okay, go ahead.
You
11.
got advantage, though.
Oh, yeah. Advantage.
What the fuck?
That will not hit.
Any better?
Yeah, you do strike, and as you go to strike him, he grabs the blade in his hand, and his hands are pale, covered in blood, but the nails are elongated and sharp, and he grasps it, and blood kind of comes from his hand as you pull out the blade, and he just accepts how much fun this is. You will be next too. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay, Prophet, here we go.
Okay, so, quick question. Do we know this thing's a vampire or no?
Feel free to make a religion check if you want, but how many vampires have you faced in your days?
Probably none.
How do you even get into this? That's my question. Like,
Alright, well, if that's the case, you know what they say. If one bolt of lightning doesn't work, use a second one.
Mm-hmm.
And I will once again strike behind it so it doesn't hit anyone else.
Okay.
And it's another dex save.
Alright. So dexterity. Natural 1.
So that's 20 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
And he is pushed 10 feet.
Okay. Fine. You cast lightning and it arcs down again, exploding behind him. Ah! As he shot back, you see the clothes around him scorched and smoking. Naughty, naughty.
I think that's all I'm gonna do for now. I'm gonna make him come to us.
Okay. Top of the turn order, Kavir.
okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna stay there, shoot a second shot of magic stone at this man right here. Since he's not near nobody, I don't get advantage this time, and I am using sharpshooter. But yeah, I am missing.
Okay.
Oh no, yeah, 16 to hit. Actually, I'm sorry. Well,
But
no.
sharpshooter
It's
minus
plus
5.
3.
Yeah, if you use sharpshooter, it's -5.
Yeah.
So it will
Yeah, also
not
that
hit.
says plus -3.
Yeah. Yeah, you might want
Cause that's it's because I have the fighting style as well, because it gives me +2 to attack.
Oh, so I see. Instead of, that's weird.
Yeah.
You can just, if you want to do it that way, that's fine. But 16 does not. If it's supposed to be then 16 altogether,
Yeah.
that's just misses still.
Okay.
Oh wait, 16. Sorry, yeah. Sorry, I'm thinking of someone else. Someone else has a 17. It's not him. How much damage?
Oh, let me roll for the lead star. There we go.
Jesus.
It's
What?
that +10, my boy.
That's
Remember,
true.
sharpshooter gives you
Plus
+10.
10 does make it a very hefty hit.
I
Yeah.
need the actual. Is that 15? Or is that 12?
It's the 2 minus 5, so it's 15.
Okay. I need a little bit more clear because it looks weird. I don't like
Yeah,
the numbers.
yeah.
So -15 you said, right?
Yeah, it's -15.
Okay. Boom. So you shoot out and it hits the creature. And he does not like that at all. As he gets pushed back and gets hit by this bead, he oh.
Who the- that would be my that would be my turn.
Okay. With that, it's his turn. He's going to heal. And he's going to go. He's going to rush to you here, Prophet, and then wind up a punch, and then go behind you and deliver that punch. So he's gonna attack for 21 to hit.
I'll hit.
Instead of damage, he's going to make it a grapple. So he grabs you, and now he is going to bite you. 15.
That does not.
Shit. I really wanted that one to hit. You are
Yeah,
grappled.
I'd be in for a bad surprise if that was the case.
Well, there's something in you, but it's not blood. So he grabs you. He goes to bite you. He sniffs. He's like, huh? And you get in time to block yourself as you're wounded, but it's not the blood in you that it sustains your life force, and he's a bit put off by it. And then he looks towards Kavir. That'll be his turn.
Hell no. So no.
My fair lady.
Yeah, Kavir's just like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
It's your turn, Mekamaru.
Okay. I am going to just use my action to put my shield back out, and I'm gonna move right here.
Okay. So you block that path.
Yeah.
Alright. With that, it's Prophet's turn. You are currently grappled by the creature.
Okay, so firstly, I'm just going to ask it. Is it pointless to ask you to surrender at this point?
No.
Will you surrender?
No.
Well, then you leave me no choice then. I'm gonna cast magic missile.
Point blank.
Like magic missile, yeah.
Okay.
So I'll spend one charge on the wand to do so. So 5, 5, and 3 for 13 in total.
Okay. It's 13. Alright. So you point blank bring up the wand towards him. He goes, oh. As you point blank magic missile him back into Mekamaru, who pushes him in towards your magic missiles.
I think that's all I got for now. I'll stay grappled.
Okay. Top of the turn order is Kavir.
Yes, sir. So yeah, I'm gonna take one step back. Going to cast Firebolt on him with advantage. Sorry, just 18 to hit.
That will hit.
Thank you. And it'll be it'll just be
19.
that's max. Yeah, 19.
Oh, you do 2d10, right?
Yep, 2d10. Yeah.
Jesus. Minus 19 points of fire damage. You shoot him in the back with all this flame, and he goes, oh!
Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno, burn, baby, burn. Burn that vampire down. That will be my turn.
Okay. On his turn, he will heal for 10. It's not fire.
I know it's radiant, but I don't have any radiant. I mean,
Who knows what it is? Anyway.
Hey, who knows?
He's going to take a bite at you, Prophet. 18.
Does not hit.
Damn. Gonna take a second bite. 13. Damn, can I roll better? Damn. Jesus. Oh well. He tries to bite you twice and is unsuccessful. So as you keep availing him of letting him drink from you,
The funny part is
around.
He's just trying to bite, because he has Prophet grappled by the arm, so he's just trying to bite Prophet's arm. He's just moving it back and forth.
Basically, yeah. As he can't find purchase, he gets irritated. Looks about, he's smoking clothes behind him. I'll drink you later. Bye bye, lady. He removes his hands from you, Prophet, and he pats down your clothes. Bye bye, lady. Backs up into Mechamaru, but before you get to swing Mechamaru, he disappears into a puff of smoke.
What?
No trace of him at all. I assume.
You guys can make a perception check.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah, you better run, fucker.
25.
8.
Mechamaru chops off Prophet's head.
Oh Lord!
As he's just like, Gah!
He's still here.
I don't know how he came to that conclusion by just looking around, but he did it still.
Yeah, Mechamaru just decided that like he was in Prophet, so he had to get him out of Prophet. Yeah. You guys see no trace of the vampire, but Prophet you hear subtly echoing amongst the warehouses, though you cannot pinpoint the location. Bye bye, lady. And that is it.
I like to run to the body and see if it's completely dead, or is there a chance to save her life or their life.
You see the human remnants of a dead person that you just saw but 20 minutes ago. And the tavern when he was arguing with the halfling.
It's all your fault, Prophet. You caused this. No, I'm joking.
Oh, your goddamn fault.
Drained of blood and his life. This man here is dead.
We should probably report this incident to someone, right?
Both definitely. Big time, yes.
Are those gnome guards still out near those where we first originally found the blood?
They could be.
Yeah, I'm gonna head back and go and try and find those guys.
You guys make your way back towards the commotion after facing off against some kind of creature. You still don't quite know what it was. But that is where we're gonna end tonight's game.
Gotcha.
Just disappears, knowing damn well I was ready for whatever happened, and just like budget. We'll run away. I'm gonna find that fucker. Okay, I'm gonna find him.
Feel free.
I'm sure he'll show up sometime.
It is what it is.
Yeah, now that we know he can pop it from her face, bite us, and pop off.
Well,
Just don't worry, he can't bite us even if he wants to.
You're right. You are right.
Seems like this creature that is one of the knights has extreme speed and regenerative abilities. You have made them flee into the night. How they got into Landron is something that will have to be figured out. But
somebody let him in. Guaranteed.
We will pick that up next week. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.
Bye. Have a great day.